Hello. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is great to see you guys. What's up, Benjamin Jr.? Mr. Lewis, what's up, man? Good to see you. Captain Sign, welcome to the stream. X-Pilot, welcome to the stream. Fabricio, what is up, man? Ben Brown, what's up, bro? Good to see you as well. Aviation Daily, Raul, 159er. Shout out to my VIPs today, man. Raven, what's up? Graeme Porter, what's up? This is X-Plane 11. We are hovering just above Salt Lake City, Utah. We flying a 737-900 Ultimate. And we heading over to Denver, Colorado today. It's a real short flight, about an hour long, but you know me, I usually do short flights. It takes just about as long to set this plane up as it does to fly it over there. So that is today's plan. Declan McGee, what up? Good to see you, Bradley 147. Welcome to the stream as well. This scenery is made by Short Final Design, aka Mr. X. One of the amazing scenery designers of X-Plane 11, one of the best for sure. This scenery is not new, in no way, but I like it, so we're flying out of it. All links will be in the description, guys, if you're watching on YouTube. What's up, Minty? Good to see you. If you're watching on Twitch, hit up Nightbot. He can maybe help you out. Getting ready to move on. I gotta get a few last things, make sure they're working all right. Got the audio check, music check. Looking good, looking good. All right, here's our plane. We're here at the Delta terminal, call sign Delta 116. What's up, Dutchworks? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Still sitting at the gate. Nobody's boarded yet. We just got on the plane. We still gotta set up the IRS and all that kind of stuff. So we got time. So if you're just stopping by and maybe you gotta take a quick pee break or something like that, you got time. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? Thank you, Raven, for the host. Appreciate that, man. Supporting the Blue Arrow Royal fam. All right, let's get the ground crew and all that set up on the left side on the iPad. GPU Connect set chocks. And we'll go to start service cruise. And I have another plugin called, I think it's Ground Handling Deluxe or something like that by Jar Design. And a lot of times I use that for the beginning of my flight, which I don't think actually works with this plane yet. I don't have a config file for it, so never mind. Won't be using that, that's all good. So one thing that's gonna take the longest, actually a couple of things that are gonna be taking the longest is the IRS and the flight plan. So we can go ahead and knock those out so we can get off of the ground. I'm gonna try to get this thing in the air as quick as possible, but at the same time I want to keep it safe. Ground power on. All right. We are live. We should be good. I don't know why every time I stream X-Plane, OBS crashes at some point. So it did just crash. I don't know if you were able to see it, but it did crash just for like maybe 30 seconds. But we are back. We are live on YouTube and on Twitch. All right, let's get this plane set up. If you have any questions for me, please hold those questions until we get en route, until we get in the air, because it'd be a lot quicker if I can focus on getting the plane started and set up, and rather than answering questions at the same time, because we'd be on the ground for an hour and I want to make it like 15 minutes. All right, okay, fuel pump on. We're gonna turn on the APU. Here it is. Hold it down. I don't think I have to hold it down for a few seconds, but I'm used to holding it down until I see the EGT move up, and then I let go. That's just the way that I turn some lights on. We don't need logo lights. It is daytime. But we do need the nav lights, and that's really it. Yeah, nav lights, and then we'll turn the seatbelt signs on, which are here. And we'll turn on the window heat. And that's all we need right now until the APU comes on. Then we'll turn the packs on. APU bleep. So let's go up to the IRS. We'll switch that to heading STS. And align. You can see that right there. That's 7 means it's going to take about 7 minutes for the IRS to align. That's okay. We'll be using that time on other things. Alright, so reference airport is Kilo Sierra Lima Charlie. Boom shakalaka. And then we'll go back up top to the IRS once again, and we'll switch it to nav mode. Now the IRS will ask us to copy and paste that GPS coordinate down here in the bottom to set the IRS position, and it should start going. So now we're just gonna set up the flight plan and all that stuff. Salt Lake City to Denver, Colorado today. We're gonna try our best to get one clean take of a flight in the 737. The last time we flew, if you guys were with us, last time we flew 737-800, we had some weird failure that happened, but that may have been caused because I hadn't updated that plane. So, but this is the most recent update of the 737-900 that is available, so we should be all good. I set the ground power, the ground weights. The reserves, I usually just kind of guess on this number. I'm gonna put 1.5. Sometimes I put 2. Sometimes I put 1. Whatever. Cost index, I'm gonna put 45. That's another fictional number I just made up. Cruising today at 350. And execute. The N1 limit. We'll set the select the outside air temperature. Make sure my weather is looking good. All right, that's gonna be plus 10 degrees Celsius. Not too bad. It's not too cold. Go to takeoff. And flaps will be taking off for flaps 5 today. Cool, and then we'll set the center of gravity 21.6%. That means our trim will be at 5.37, and our V1 142, VR 144, and V2 is me 150 knots today. All right, next to go to departure. Let me see. Be the Rugged 1 departure, so we're using today. Check on the weather real quick. Weather is 160, 17, gusting 17, 24 knots. So 160, that means we'll be taking off on probably the 16 side. Yeah, 16 right should work. Before we do that, let's go over here to our Ava tab and set up all of our charts for our flight, because I just want to have them handy as I'm setting the flight up. So KSLC and enter. Gives us our elevations, 4,227 feet. Airport info. Let that load for a second. There it is. All right, there's where we are. 16 right is over here. Do I want a taxi to 16 right? Bit farther of a taxi. That's what SimBrief gave us. I don't really think it matters. We are on VATSIM. There's no ATC though, so we can take off wherever the heck we want to take off. I'm gonna choose a closer runway. We're gonna take off runway 16 left today. That's closer to our parking spot. Just don't tell anybody. All right, cool. That's cool. So our departure is gonna be the Rugged 1. Let's go ahead and put that in. Rugged 1 RNAV. Thankfully, this doesn't take forever to load. Here it is. This is our departure. Our transition is gonna be Purdy. Is right over here. So we will be flying from. That's funny. It's funny how this departure works. We'll be taking off to the south, and then we'll be flying back up north to Rugged, where we need to be 11,000 at Bubby, then the Rugged, and then off to looks like Hertz. Purdy, that is the plan for the departure. Let's go ahead and put that in the FMC. So 16 left, and transition will be Purdy. Route, activate, and execute. So now we can go to the rest of the flight plan. And before we do that, I'm gonna go back over here, and I'm actually gonna put in our arrival as well. Go to search, and we're gonna delete all that, and then put in Kilo Delta India, sorry, Delta Echo November, and there it is. Next, So Denver's elevation is 5,434. That's the Mile High City right there. I love Denver, man. All right, cool. So airport. We want arrival. Arrival is the French 3. Where the heck is that? There it is. French 3 RNAV. Transition is CHE. That'll have us coming in right here by the Hayden VOR. And then we will expect to land 16 right in Denver. So we'll go ahead and put that. I think that should be fine. 16 right should be fine. All right, let's. There it is. Way at the bottom. Wow. And there it is. Cool. So we'll be landing south just like we took off. All right, next and last thing we need for our charts. Our last chart we're gonna need is the airport diagram. Go ahead and get that ready. So what I like to do is I like to pull them out and have them in order. So that's why I open them up in order, because it places them on the tabs in the order that you open them in. So basically we'll start off with our airport diagram to departure, to arrival, to approach, to airport diagram. That's the way I like to do it. So 16 right looks like it's gonna be right here. And a taxi shouldn't be too long either. Yeah, I think it will be good. Yeah, because I think the main terminals are over here. Cool. All right, that is set up. Let's go and put in the rest of our waypoints. You can see that the iris is still aligning. We have 1 more minute until that display will come alive like it should. So pretty direct. So we don't have very many waypoints. We just got 1 waypoint, which is CHE. We'll put that right there. The 11560 is VOR frequency. So we'll go back to departure, arrival, and then French 3 CHE, runway ILS 16 right. Next page. There it is. What I do need to know is what our transition is on that. Let's go look at that. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I'm assuming we're coming from like the northwest, so we want probably either Kaylee or Tichenor, or we can even do Skimp J or whatever. Okay, Blue. Hell, he freaking shakes so darn violent. Approach transitions to shred. Let's see what it gives us. The Shinner. We'll just do T-Shinner, whatever. And we'll hit execute there. And go back to route. Go to legs page. And then we're gonna pull that up on our screen just to make sure everything looks good. Switch that to the map view. Zoom out a little bit. And let's go to step. Let's see. All right, it looks good until we get to here. Let's zoom in because this looks weird. Looks really weird. So we're landing south, but our flight plan has us going to the south of the airport, and then vectored to the south when we should be going up north. So it looks like at what waypoint is that? This is why you want to check. This is why you always want to check your flight plan before you actually take off, because we be in the sky freaking confused as heck right now. All right, so it looks like if we go to Archie, and instead of, or even Baba, we'll just do Archie because Archie makes more sense. Instead of going to Baba, we'll fly direct to and this is assuming we don't get ATC, which I'm pretty sure we won't. We'll go straight to Shinner or whatever heck it's called. So I'm going to switch that up in our legs here. So instead of Baba, we're going to click on Tichenor, And I'm gonna scroll back up and I'm gonna replace Baba with the Shinner, and that should connect it in the way that I want it to. Take a look and see what that looks like. Yeah, there it is. That's better. See how it goes up now instead of down? Way, way better. Sauce King, what's up, man? 16 minutes late. It's okay. We're still getting the plane set up, so we haven't technically even started unless you're interested in the whole plane setup part. Then you haven't missed anything. All right, we're good. I'm gonna leave it as that, and we're good. We're good to go. So let's go ahead and put this back to map view just the way I like it. I'm gonna put about 20 miles out. That's actually 40 on the co-pilot side. I'm gonna change it to plan because I just like to have this on plan. We'll go ahead and start loading up passengers. We are using Simbuddy today. I didn't mention that. But today we are using the Simbuddy website and app to track our flights and our passengers so we can make a little money for Blue Arrow Global. And APU has been ready. So go ahead and turn the gens on. Packs to auto, APU bleed. One thing is really dope when you turn the APU bleed on, or not the APU bleed, when you turn the APU on, you can actually see the heat haze coming from the APU exhaust pipe. It's super freaking dope. Thank you, Dutchworks, for the host. Appreciate you supporting, my friend. But yeah, it's so dope. That's cool. All right, let's see. We're good to go. All right, home. Let's do. I'm gonna switch this to. Check all this stuff first. Looking good on weight and balance. Looking good, looking good. Radios are set up. 1220, 2220. How do I know how to set up a 737? Well, in the past I watched tutorial videos, and since then I've just keep doing it, and so it's kind of like I don't really have to think too hard about it anymore. That's you. Done? Could you see him behind me? Can't see him. My dog is sneezing up. He is alive and well in today's stream, sneezing and shaking and all that kind of stuff. Too bad you can't see him. Alright. Alright, so right now we're just waiting basically for the passengers to load. But we're good to go now. We got everything on the inside ready. Actually, we don't have everything on the inside ready. I'm gonna switch this to 11,000. Keep in mind our elevation on the ground here in Salt Lake City is somewhere around 4,000-ish. Not the exact, but somewhere around 4,000-ish. We do need to set our cabin pressurization so we don't have that problem. 35,000 feet is our cruise, and our landing altitude is 5,000 and something. $5,704. Oops, wrong one. Nobody will worry about the 4. Dope, dope. On the PA system and welcome everybody aboard.
Folks from the cockpit, I'd like to welcome you on board. We're ready up front. Everybody's closed up outside. We're just waiting to get some of our performance numbers and the clearance from air traffic control, and we should be underway. It's our pleasure having you on board with us today. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Should be underway here shortly. Thanks for flying with Delta today.
All right, they're welcome. I love the sounds on this thing. This thing is cool. It's really similar to the Zebo version. Extremely similar. Like it's like almost identical. Like honestly, I haven't looked enough into it to find out what the difference is internally. This plane is between this one and the Zebo 737-800. Alright, altimeter in Salt Lake City is 2977. We already have our initial altitude selected. We will also put in climb out around 200, something like that, 210. Works for me. Thank you, Gamer Boy. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate the props. What's up, Prime Flight Simulator? Good to see you as well. Alright, I think we're about ready. I'm just getting some other things set up. Things that you can't see. This plane is so freaking legit. Orly Lisa, good to see you. Don't need external power. We already have the APU bleed on. Let's put the fuel pumps on. Let's go get our pushback truck. That's what I forgot to do. Pushback truck. Better pushback pre-plan. We need to push back this way. And I'll pull us forward right there.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
What we'll do is go ahead and call him now, because he can get set up while we're getting ready here too.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Alright guys, we're just waiting for the pushback truck. I believe that's all we gotta wait for, and we can turn the engines on and all that. $2 a.m. in Malaysia right now. Wow. Where are you guys watching from right now? Go ahead and let me know. I'm just curious. I know some of you guys where some of you guys are watching from, but not all of you. Oh yeah, we need to shut this door.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Netherlands, it's 1900. Wow. Brazil, what's up, man? Brazil's in the house. Dutch Works is in the UK. Man, we got people all over the world on this flight. This short flight from Salt Lake City to Denver. What's going on in Denver this week? The Netherlands, Hugo, what's up, man? Malachi from Louisiana, first one from the US to shout out. Is there boarding music on X-Plane 11? You'll hear it soon. Matter of fact, you should have been hearing like the chatter of like the stuff closing and all that before I shut the door back there.
So connected.
Cape Verde, what's up, man?
Inserted. Release parking brake.
You wouldn't happen to like Afro house music or Kazumba or anything like that, would you? From Cape Verde. If you do, hit me up. No problem, man. Get dinner. We'll probably be barely taking off. Alright, I believe he said he was ready to go. Oh yeah, he's ready to go. Those doors are still open. Anybody that has this, do you guys know how to manually shut those doors? Because whenever... Yeah, because this door always stays open. And I never know how to close it. Like I turn off the start ground crew and all that on the ground. Sauce King from Vegas, what's up? But I don't know how to shut the freaking door. How do I shut the door? I just ignore it and just go on my life. Alright, beacon light on, I'm about to start moving. That'll be the anti-collisions. What's up, Caden Hunt?
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all calls.
What's up, Ali and Ahmad? What's up? I said your name probably completely wrong, but you know, Ali, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Good evening, ladies and
Go
gentlemen.
to doors, plugins at the top.
Welcome on board your Delta flight. As you're making your way to your seat, we kindly ask that you please step into your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible.
Where is that?
Allow those passengers behind you to make make their way to their seat as well. If you're traveling with a larger rollerboard, please place it in the overhead bins, either wheels or handles first on either side of the aircraft. Keeping in mind that the overhead bin space is shared space, so if the bin directly above your seat is already full, please go ahead and utilize the next available space.
I don't see doors.
Brought in a second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack. You can go ahead and utilize that space under the seat in front of you.
The plane plugins? There's no plugins.
Overhead bin space for your larger bags without having to check them plane side to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your
Gamer Boy, we're flying from Salt Lake City to Denver, Colorado today. Yeah, there's no option. I didn't see any options for doors. Maybe there's a secret button that I have not found yet, but there's no door button. Next GPU. Greeting from Selangor. Where is that, Orly? I've never heard of that place.
Using the Fly Delta, welcome on board.
Greetings from CT. Is that Connecticut? Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have received our final paperwork and we are ready for an immediate departure. Before we can move the aircraft, all passengers...
this is the 737-900 Ultimate, but it's very similar to Zebo, so it probably has the exact same way to close the doors as... Oh, Malaysia, that's cool. The door tab is on the second page of the home menu. Please help me. How do you get to the second page? Because I have been trying to figure this out for the freaking life of this darn thing. Oh, snap. That's how you do it. There's this little thing there. Alright, doors. Locked, 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 locked. Everything is locked. Okay, it's closed now. It closed automatically, I guess, once I turn the beacon lights on. Oh, nice. You live in Cedar City, Utah. Last night there was a KC-135 doing touch and goes. That's legit. Yeah, man. Since I've been using this freaking plane, I've been flying a lot, and I never knew how to go to the next page. Because a lot of times I try to use the. Let's go ahead and start our pushback while I'm talking. Oh, this is talking too much. For release, park, and brake. But like when I go to checklist, I'm like, all right, I did all this stuff. How do I get to the next page? I didn't know. You can just click. Like, there's no thing that tells you. Like, I don't know. There's nothing that really notifies you. All of that, so I never really knew. They'll be fine. That's cool. That's really cool because I've been wanting to open the doors. I didn't know how to freaking open the door.
Use handheld devices like
all
tablets
right.
and cell phones on board it.
Got some new views that I set up too. I'm excited about. All right, let's get this thing started up. Let's get this thing fired up. All right, all the fuel pumps are now on. This panel is good. This panel is good. This panel is good. Packs 2 off. Don't need the hydraulic pumps just yet. Beacon light is already on. None of this is relative right now. We'll go to ground. And watching the N2. Adding fuel. Yeah, well, the hydraulics don't need to be on either. It doesn't really seem to do any. Doesn't seem to help me if they're on or off at the moment. I think we're good on the engine. Yeah, got one good engine so far. Thank you, Marin Morales, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Alright, starting engine number 1. Oh, that camera's broke. A freaking sexy view, ain't it? And 22, let's go up. Fuel.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is on.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Ooh, wee, that looks so good. Sounds so good. This is my favorite part of flight. No joke. I love starting the engines up. Alright, disconnect that, please. Yum, yum. Yes, it is. Alright, generator's on. Hydraulics on. Probes on. Yaw damper on. APU can come off. Packs can go back to auto. People can go off. The on the right side is good.
Disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Flaps down to 5.
Cabin. Flight vests are either in a compartment beneath or adjacent.
Mary Morales, this plane link is in the description of the video on YouTube. So if you want to download it, it's free. So you can go down and get it right now.
If your vest has one strap, wrap it around your waist.
Isolation valve should be auto as well. What is it on right now? On open. Thank you, Hugo. I love that you know so much about this plane, and I know whenever you're on my stream, I can do everything the right way. All right, we're ready to go, guys. Let's get out of this place. Turn the runway turn off lights on, taxi lights on. Flaps are already down. Let's go ahead and check our controls. All right, that's working.
Activate automatically in the water. If necessary, we'll distribute infant life vests or other flotation devices.
Check the spoilers as well.
Also, most seat cushions
Beautiful.
can be used for flotation. Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright.
And release parking brake. Let's roll.
Are lowered.
Let's get our charts up so we know where the heck we're taxiing to. We're taxiing runway, taxiing Echo. It's like Foxtrot 1, Echo, Golf, or Hotel, whichever. It doesn't really matter. We'll probably just take Golf to Hotel 1-3 or Hotel 1-2, one of those. All right, let's go. Be straight and right, so I guess we'll just go this way here. Oh, Malachi, you're thinking of the Tolus? Yeah, man, that's a freaking A320 too. That's a completely different plane. That's not gonna work here. That looks good. Right to next. Something about a fire test? A fire light test? Could probably still do it if you really want me to. Next to the MCP warnings. Alright, well, give me a second. I'm just gonna focus on taxiing here for a bit. I love this airport though. He did a good job as always. It's just a really dope location. I love the Salt Lake City area. I am using a joystick. Don't have a yoke, just a joystick. For next time, alright, I'll do that next time. Just remind me before I get there. If you get here soon enough, remind me before we get there so I can do the light test. I didn't use checklists today, and I don't usually do them either. I know you're supposed to do checklists, but I don't usually do the checklists on here. Unless I need like help getting it started or something like that, then I'll do checklists. But I usually don't use checklists. Did I brake check or did I miss it? No, I did not. Oh yeah, it's a great place in real life for sure. Alright, we're on hotel. We'll taxi hotel all the way to the end to hotel 1, hotel 13, and then we'll take off from 16 left. That's the plan. One thing we did forget to do is set our auto brakes to RTO. We'll go ahead and put the flight directors on both sides. Autopilot is set. Altimeter is set. 2977. Let's see if that's still. Yep, that's still right. Flaps are down. Oh, you're going to a jazz game this weekend. Dope. Who are they playing? That's in, where is that actually? That's Salt Lake City? Because I just call them the Utah Jazz. That's how I've always thought of it, Utah Jazz. I never really thought of an actual city with that name. There's that line down the middle. Shared cockpit would be dope. I've never been able to set that up. Transponder, thank you for the reminder. Let's go ahead and do that now because I always forget to transmit and receive. Everything else is good. We're squawking 2200. That's for VATSIM. That's VATSIM's like generic Unicom. Or no, so generic IFR transponder code. And we still don't have any ATC, just making sure. There's the, looks like some FedEx MD-11s or something over there. 767. Alright, last time you taught me if I do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off in just a few minutes.
Oh.
Please prepare the cabin for departure.
Get the cabin ready or whatever.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Dope. Alright, we're just gonna roll right on. We're not even gonna stop on the runway. Do want to turn on LNAV or ARM LNAV. Do not have a PPO, but that is a goal, man. That's what I want. I want to get my PPO. I want to go all the way to commercial. Oh, look at that windsock. Yeah, we do have some gusts, so this takeoff might be sketch. just you know, just warn you right now in case anything were to happen. You know, I'm gonna blame the gust. All right, guys, get ready. Make sure you're getting your seats. On takeoff. Approach is clear, and runway is clear. Six left is confirmed. Our Simbuddy passengers are all strapped in as well. They're good to go. Turn your headphones up because it's going to sound amazing. Put in some left rudder. Do my best to keep it on the center.
80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate.
That looks so dope. You're up.
$400.
Alright, gonna roll to the right.
$1,000.
Already disappearing in the clouds. Oh, my engines be alright. My engines are good. Oh yeah, they were red though. It was definitely red. I pulled out of it as soon as we rotated. Alright, we are at 7,000. There's the airport. But yeah, the engines were definitely in the red when we were on our takeoff roll. And we're at about 11, actually it's about 15, 12 degrees right now. Still flying it by hand, just for fun. We can switch this to our departure so we can see and keep track of where we are. We'll kind of loop around and go back to Bubbly for 11,000. So we're looking for going up on 9,000 now, 198 knots. Turn on the weather. Alright, there's 10,000. I'm gonna go ahead and set the autopilot and arm the auto throttle, 250 knots. Autopilot is armed. And we will go into vertical speed mode. Oh wait, we already hit 11,000. There it is. So we'll maintain 11,000 until we pass Bubbly, and then we'll climb up a bit more. What's up, Daniel Olivus? I just saw your comment. And yes, sir, we are flying a 737-900. Alright, we'll level off at 11,000. Once we pass Bubbly, we'll continue. I'll probably switch to VNAV and see how things go from there. We can actually go faster. I don't know if there's a speed restriction here. No, there's no speed restriction. I'm gonna go 280. Oh wait, that's, yeah, 280. And we'll turn it up 35,000. And there we go. It's like we're in the clouds. I'm really not looking, whenever I get my commercial or whatever, I'm not really looking to get like in with any big airlines. I'm kind of thinking, and this could all change when I go through my flight training and all that, but right now I'm really just looking to fly for like a charter company or a private airline or something like that. That is kind of my goal right now. But first I just gotta get started. I'll be looking up here. Turn some lights on. Alright, there it is. Let's go ahead and hit VNAV and see how it does. Sometimes VNAV just kind of trips out. We're gonna see what happens if it's. I don't want to climb too fast. I want to climb at a decent speed. Good morning, 99 Alive. Good to see you. And I do have a Discord. SkyWest is hiring. I'm pretty sure all of those guys are hiring, but that's dope. If anybody's watching and you're looking for a job, go hit up SkyWest because they're hiring apparently. Alright, so we're right here flying over Bubby. I thought it was Bubbly, but that's actually Bubby. And we need to be at or above 11,000 feet, and we are above now 11,000 feet. We're going to go ahead and continue our climb up to our cruise of 35,000. We're going to continue over here to Purdy, which is our transition. From there, we'll go straight into the departure into Denver. It's going to be a pretty short flight, like I said. Another really cool feature of this AVTAB thingy is you get to look at the map. Let's see if it actually works while I'm streaming. Aviation Flyer, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. The OSU12, good to see you as well. The Great Salt Lake. Americans low on pilots now too. Maybe you guys, when I finally get to that point, you can help me find a job. Alright, we're looking at 14,000 and climbing at 2,600. That's VNAV, so we're not controlling our ascent. That is the plane. You wish American carriers would hire Brazilian pilots? They probably do. Like, for example, any airline that flies from the U.S. to like Brazil, they need Brazilian pilots, people who can speak Portuguese or whatever the native language is. When I went to Brazil, I was really impressed actually, because the pilot spoke. That's loud out there. The pilot spoke English and Portuguese very well, as well as all of the flight attendants all spoke English and Portuguese. So it's really funny when you're flying from, like, for example, I'm flying from Houston, where I live, from Houston to where was I going? Rio. When you're doing the flight in the 777 or 767, actually I think they fly 767 now on this route. But if you're flying from Houston, which is in America, to Rio, in South America, you will get nothing but Portuguese speaking. When you fly back, you get nothing but English speaking. It's crazy.
Welcome back to our SkyMom members and Million Milers. LT are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. Now reach an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices. And a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, HC is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
What's up, AA Rav? What's up, man? Mobile Force 1 as well. Thank you for the sub, bro. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man, definitely look into that, man. I would say, again, I mean, I would keep looking, keep asking around, because again, I'm not even starting my training yet. So, I mean, I can only give you so much advice. But I would say, like, just look into airlines that fly to and from Brazil. And I know American flies there, I know Delta flies there, and I know United flies there. So check with those three airlines at least, because I know that they, I mean, if you're speaking English now, so I mean, I assume you can speak English pretty good. But I feel like that's one of the reasons that I personally, one of the long-term reasons that I personally am trying to learn Portuguese is because I want to be able to, whenever it comes to that point, if it comes to me trying to get a job, I want to be able to say that I'm bilingual, that I can speak English, that I can speak Portuguese, Spanish, whatever other language it is that I learn, so that I can be more valuable in any job, especially like a travel job where you're traveling from one country to the other country. If you can speak both of those languages, I feel like you'll be way above anybody else who might even have more flight hours than you do. Dutchworks taking out the PC-12 in a bit, man. I was flying that just last week in LaGuardia. Man, I think my love for the PC-12 is never gonna go away. There's a guy that I follow on Instagram who flies the PC-12 in real life, and I love his photos. He has a nice version. He has a one that's nicer than the one that I have on X-Plane. It has like a full glass cockpit and all that. It's real dope. Matter of fact, I think it's him and another guy flies a PC-24, the jet. And I really hope somebody brings that to X-Plane, because I love that plane. MSC Gaming, good to see you. Somebody asked me something earlier. Back when he joined American Airlines, they were looking for 2,000 hours, and now it's only 800 because of the lack of pilots. That is crazy. That should encourage you guys. Anybody who's watching that wants to be a pilot, that should really encourage you that, hey, go out there, freaking go get it, go do it, learn how to fly, get your license, get your hours up so you can get some of these jobs. Because if they're lowering the hours that you need to get into an airline like American Airlines, that's a big deal. And I'm pretty sure they're not the only airline doing that. Somebody else said something earlier. How did I find your F1 video? Oh, I thought it was freaking funny. I was laughing really hard yesterday. I was trying to figure out how to share it, but I didn't know how to share it, so I just laughed at it in my own, and I was like, I was done. It's pretty funny though. All right, I forgot to actually set the standard on the co-pilot. All right, we're good there. All right, so from this point, we're still climbing up to our cruise of 35,000 feet, but we have about 40 minutes is what Project Fly is telling me. There's a few storms and stuff around Salt Lake City. We didn't get any rain on departure, but there are some hovering like clouds that could turn into storms. Flying into Denver, we might see a few showers, but it's not going to be anything crazy. The wind was definitely a bit strong in Salt Lake City, but it didn't really affect us too much because it was going right directly down the runway, thankfully. So it made it a lot easier for us. Grim Reaper, what's up? I don't know. Nightbot, chill out. The gear switch is halfway because it's set to the off position. That's why it's halfway. So if we can get, I don't know if I have a view that's closer. Let me see. No. There we go. Yeah, so right here, it's off. So we have up, off, and down. So I set it to off once we're up, and once we're down, we'll go to down. Not all planes simulate that there's an off position. Not all planes even have an off position either. But this Boeing 737 has one. Dutchworks, you fly on Pilot Edge, don't you? I think you do. I think I remember you flying on Pilot Edge. If you do, we should definitely do some PC-12 flying on Pilot Edge. Me and Nathan been flying on Pilot Edge, doing touch and goes and stuff at L52 and some other places. I've also been working on new scenery for some more of our FBOs for Blue Arrow Charters. I'm finishing up a couple of our newer FBOs. Really scenic. They look amazing. But all I gotta do is Photoshop the edges, because right now my ortho scenery is just cutting off at the end. So I need to go back and Photoshop the edges of the ortho panel so it can blend in with your own scenery. So if you download it, you won't have to see freaking line whether you have ortho scenery or if you have default X-Plane scenery. You know what I mean? So either way, you want to be able to have that nice fade. So all I gotta do is go back in and crop that out or fade that out on Photoshop. I just been kind of I just been kind of I don't know. I'm gonna do it all at once. I have like freaking 25 Photoshop files to edit for orthos and scenery and stuff like that. My favorite plane is in real life it's the 787. On X-Plane it's probably this. Yeah, probably this. But I also really freaking love my GA, you know what I mean? So it's real tough. I like that TBM. That hot start TBM is fire. That hot sauce fire. Still climbing past 32,000 feet, 435. We're at 270, indicated Mach 0.75. We'll be cruising at Mach 0.78 when we get there. Coming up to our transition, which is pretty. You can see right here is our top of climb. You see a few scattered showers. We're well above that. All right, about to get loud. Oh boy. What is Simbuddy? Simbuddy is just it's like you can start your own virtual airlines and stuff like that. That's what I use. Like I have like an airline that I made on Simbuddy, and I have a bunch of planes on there, and I fly. So right now, this is a Simbuddy flight. Basically, at the end of the flight, it will log my flight, and I will make money based on how many passengers and cargo I have on this flight. So, yeah, man, Mr. Canada's always around. Yeah, man, a lot of pilots are leaving right now. People are retiring. It's not like they're quitting their jobs. They're freaking done. They've been flying for 50 years. Like, yeah, man, I've done what I want to do. I'm gonna go start a flight school somewhere. Go invest in an FBO or something. That's what I would probably do, honestly, if I had a flight career. Oh, look at that. We have some rain on the windshield. Way up here. Just a little bit. Alright, let's get some music playing in the background. Because we still got, looks like 30 minutes to go on the way to Denver, Colorado. Man, I love this thing right here. I'm really liking that a lot of different planes are incorporating the free AVTAB plugin. Like I think that's really dope. I've seen this now on the 737-800, the 900. I've seen it on the on the Epic E1000 has it. Who else? Somebody else just released a plane that has it on there. I think that new Piper plane that just released. I think they just put that on this one too. Turn off the MFD. Press ENG button. It's next to auto brakes. Auto brake is here. ENG. That one. Oh yeah, you showed me that last time, but last time you told me to do that, you saw what happened. Let's hope we make it to the end. Last time we don't want to have no emergency landings today. It's raining up here at 35,000 feet. What the heck? How is it raining at 35,000 feet? I ain't complaining though, because I love the rain effect. Another free plugin. I'm loving the community this year. Like in the last year, they've been doing a lot of really amazing things. One of those things is obviously this thing, the AVTAB, that you can incorporate into pretty much any plane. I mean, you can't just do it. If you know how to set it up, you can do it. But so like a lot of plane developers are putting that plugin, as well as this rain on the windshield is actually using another plugin called LibRain or LibRain, something like that. Which you can download and you can configure that to work with any of your planes. Just make it work with the windshield. And yeah, this is based on the Zebo mod. Game glitch. I didn't see a glitch. Yes, sir. Tomorrow is NIS racing in Phoenix. 1 year ago tomorrow, we actually won our first ever NASCAR iRacing Series race at Phoenix. It was a big surprise because I did not like that track, and I still don't like that track. But we won. It was freaking amazing. So hopefully we can get a good finish tomorrow. A lot of things changed though. iRacing just updated yesterday, and the whole package, like because NASCAR in 2019 changed their whole rules with like the body, and they added like 6 inches to the rear spoiler, so you get a whole lot more downforce and a whole lot more drag, and it changed a lot of things. So for example, if you guys watched my race from the last 2 weeks at Las Vegas and at Atlanta, you saw me struggling the whole lap for grip. If you remember that, I was like complaining about how I could barely keep the car on the track because it was so freaking slippery. It was so loose. It was crazy. Well, I tested out the new racing package that they just updated. Went back to Atlanta. I went back to Las Vegas. Same car, same setup. Everything's the same except the game is updated. And now I can run around for about 10 laps without hitting the brakes, without letting off the gas. Like I'm wide open on the throttle, like pedal to the metal all the way around. And I don't get slick at all. Like it's not slip. Like it's like driving a completely new car. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. So I'm just saying tomorrow's race is definitely gonna be interesting because everybody is gonna be driving into the unknown. It's gonna be crazy. Anyways, what should you say, Hugo? on the heading button, there's a little knob behind it to set your max bank angle when you're turning. If you want sharper turns, you can increase it. Yeah, I knew that, but I very rarely use that button unless I need it. Right now we have it set to, is that 15 degrees? We could do less if we want, or we do more. At this high, what, 10 degrees is good? When we get lower, you want to be a little bit more. So. Turn that up, man. Turn the sounds down a little bit. Turn the music, turn the jams up a little bit. Yeah. Hey, I feel like I should freestyle right now. Let's go. Just kidding. I have been working on, or I actually need to get started working on a bunch of music. I got some working with a new producer from somewhere, and we got a bunch of new tracks to work on. I already got 4 on my list of things to do, so I'll be taking care of that. But if you have any questions, now is definitely the time to ask, whether it's about the plane, anything X-Plane, anything aviation. Honestly, I was going to stream DCS World today. That was my plan. It just did not work out. What's up, LGL? The PS4 name. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. But yeah, I was actually planning on doing DCS World today, and I actually really wanted to do DCS World today, and it did not work out. I actually even attempted to get started with that stream. I had everything set up. I had everything freaking set up. And the problem was, and you can't really see it. Matter of fact, it might be okay now. But I actually have a track IR right here. Let's see if you guys can see this. Yeah, so this right here, this is what I call my my track IR device, and this is what tracks my head. So I usually put it right here. I clip it onto my headset. I don't like the way it looks, so I don't wear it on live streams. It just looks really weird, so I just don't wear it. That's why you never see me wearing it. But I was gonna use it, and because I feel like some type of head tracking device is really required, in my opinion, to really appreciate DCS World, because you're flying a fighter jet and you really need to keep your head moving at all times and looking for targets, looking for enemies, looking for airports, whatever it is. It works as well on X-Plane 11, but I always use it. The problem is there's a window right here and a window actually over here that you can't see, and when I have it sitting here on my head, the light behind me actually distracts the head tracking device from actually finding this. See that white light? That's how it's tracking my head movement. There's another device on my screen that tracks that, and that's how it finds out what my head is. And what the heck is this song? Skip that. So yeah, and because of the lights distracting it, whenever I try to use it, it freaks out and it just doesn't work. So that's the only reason I didn't stream DCS World today. But I'm super hyped. The hype is real on DCS World right now because of the F-14 Tomcat, which we've been waiting over a year probably for, is finally coming to DCS World next Wednesday, a week from today. But so I might be streaming that next week. We'll see what happens. But I really want to. I'll be flying it whether I stream it or not. That's just how it's going to be. So I'm probably going to be wanting to fly it, and so therefore I'm going to stream it. That is what's probably going to happen. I have no idea what Grim Reaper is talking about, so I'm going to just disregard. Malachi Vic. Do I need pilots? I'll take some. I could definitely use some pilots. You could join my airline, Blue Arrow Global, on Simbuddy. Thank you. Why is that so small? I can't even see it. Go. Equals 0 TV. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. And you are now listening to Blue Arrow Radio on 116 FM. Just kidding. I like saying it. I don't know. I've always kind of like thought about having like a radio station. I've never done. I've been on the radio, but I've never actually like. I don't know. been like the legit person who runs the radio station. I feel like it would be cool just to jam out for one day. Like if I could play some of the songs that I have on Spotify on my stream, I would be the happiest person ever. We would really be jamming. Right now I'm playing some random stuff from Pretzel that's on like shuffles. Feel like I'm playing Pandora with royalty-free music is basically what that is. And yes, Nightbot will basically not ban you, but it'll just kick out any links that anybody posts, as well as YouTube, because only mods can post links. So, no worries. Wait, I forgot to turn the lights off. And I never turned the wing wells on, but they don't need to be on anyways. And this needs to be on strobe steady. Yep. Wow, I completely forgot to turn the strobes on. Yeah, I like this song though. I'm really feeling this. I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Benjamin, when I get my license, I think I answered this earlier. I'm not sure if you were the same person who asked, but when I get my license, I am not really looking to fly for like a big airline like Delta or United, anybody like that. I'm more looking to fly for like a smaller private charter airline, something like that. When it comes, for me, my decision comes from the lifestyle that comes with flying with certain types of airlines. Like maybe a small regional airline, something like that. But like I want to fly for a person, a company, an airline, a charter, where I can really get my hours up. I can really enjoy flying, but still be able to come home to my family, you know, most days out of the week. That's my goal as a pilot, and just fly a lot for fun. The original reason that I want to fly is just for fun. I want to go out there and rent a plane or buy a plane or own a plane and just go out there and freaking enjoy flight. Go out and just do GA, you know what I mean? But I would really love to fly some of those nicer planes as well, and I think I would really only be able to do that as a you know, as a job. So that's my goal. I mean I know that, like, you know, a lot of these big airlines like American, Delta, United are all hiring, but I'm just like that in no way. I really don't have. I don't like that. Doesn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really want to. The main reason is because I know what they go through. I know the lifestyle that brings, and what I mean by lifestyle, I know that means sometimes you're out of town for a very long time. Sometimes you get stuck out of town for a very long time. It does allow you to get to a lot of places and see that and all that, but I don't know. Again, I'm more into the private pilot lifestyle rather than the airline pilot lifestyle is what I'm looking to. But you never know. Well, God will lead me. An opportunity may come up, I might take it. Who knows? Oh, you asked earlier your phone died. Night Owl, what's up, man? Good to see you. Tyler Moot, good to see you as well. But first, I gotta get my freaking license. Ron Anderson, good to see you as well. Gotta get started, man. Gotta get started. Classic, do a barrel roll. I'll pass. Trust me, if we do a barrel roll on this plane, we will not get home. We will not make it. Now, man, the goal today is to actually complete the flight. You know what I mean? Like last time we flew the 737, we didn't complete. Well, we got home safely. Okay, we didn't get home, but we got to the ground safely. I was actually really proud of myself after that stream that we actually were able to get the plane to the ground with some failures and stuff like that safely at a gravel strip that we found in the middle of freaking, what was it, Idaho somewhere? Iowa? I don't know, some place to start with an I. I think our top of descent is coming up in not too long. Let's take a look. Oh, we still got about 80 miles. Be our chopper descent. That's what it says.
Yo, this song goes out to my Princess Peaches. Y'all know who you are. Yo, 1 year later, more better and more clever. Love for games is like diamonds, go on forever. Skipping and hopping in my.
Turn it down. Turn to the next track. Now I am in Houston, Texas, my friend. South side. I see a few stutters. Like I think our frame rate might be a little low now. LGL, that is always a plan. Or LG lamp. I don't want to say it. You like this song? Which one? The one I just played or the one that I turned off? Yeah, 10,000 feet, you gotta have your land lights on. Below 10,000 feet. Above it, you turn them off. I had the runway turn off lights on accident. I did not have the landing lights on. I must have changed it, yeah. I don't know, I just wasn't feeling that song, man. I don't really like it. I can be kind of picky with music. I like a lot of different type of music. Like I'm pretty open-minded on everything except country. But there's some country songs that are very well done that I can appreciate. So the thing is, I can appreciate music. I just might not like the song. Like I won't just jam it, but I'm like, you know, this is a good song. I really appreciate the creativity that they put into this, specific part. But I won't jam it because it's just not my kind of song, not my kind of music. But I like a lot of different styles of music. I feel like people think I'm really picky, and I feel like I am pretty picky as well, and I am. But I'm picky with what I like and what I don't like. But I'm still open-minded to like at least listening to it. But what I like and what I don't like are still in very, very mixed genres. You know what I mean? So like it may be like I like one song out of a certain style of music, but I won't like all the songs out of certain type of music. So like you ask me if I like Coldplay, they're a great band, they're amazing, but I don't like all their songs because it's just not all pertaining to me. I don't like them all. You know what I mean? People call me, I don't know, maybe I'm just more vocal about my pickiness, because people call me, like my friends call me picky all the time, especially with food. And I really am picky with food. There's a lot of things that I don't like. Things that people wouldn't guess. Like let's play a guessing game. If you could guess one food that you think that I don't like. Actually, I don't have a prize for you. But see if you can guess one food that I probably don't like. You actually might be right. Or you may be surprised. People are surprised, like, really? You don't like that? Everybody likes that. Okay, I love chicken wings. Come on, man, I'm black. Just kidding. I had to pull that. I had to say it. No, but I love chicken wings. My favorite barbecue sauce is honey barbecue. I also like the lemon pepper kind. I love hamburgers. Caden Hunt, I do not like seafood. I don't like any kind of seafood. Anything that comes from the sea, comes from underwater, I don't eat it. Not because of any like vegan reason or something crazy like that, but because I just don't like and I'm not vegan, by the way. I just don't like seafood. I don't like that seafood taste. I love strawberries. I like beef. I have no idea what haggis is. Do we have that in America? A nice processed Dutch sausage. Either that's an inside joke or a dirty joke. I'm not really sure how to answer that one. Malachi Vic, I like strawberries. But can you believe I didn't like strawberries until I was like 18? Criminals. Some criminals can entertain you. I'm actually looking for a future career in aviation. What is your opinion in obtaining first bachelor degree before entering aviation? So you want to get a degree before you go to aviation? Like you want to do something else first and then do aviation? Is that what you're asking, Grab Pox? I need a little bit more clarification on that question. Nice. We got some seafood haters up in the building. You guys get to move up. You guys get upgraded. You guys get that left engine seat. Here you go. You guys get the left engine seat. This is the best seat in the freaking house. Got some jazzy music playing now. Haggis is banned in America. What the heck is it? The Scottish food made of sheep insides. Yeah, we don't eat sheep here. We just use its fur for clothes. I'm gonna get an anaphylactic shock. You're allergic to seafood. Wow, we got some for real seafood haters. Like, need you guys around more often. People freaking trip out. I'm like, yo, we can go to a seafood restaurant and I'll eat chicken if they have chicken, or I'll just eat the bread. Whatever. I don't want to ruin the rest of you guys' plan because I don't like seafood. They usually still got chicken for people like me. Extreme Plays, what's up, man? Good to see you. We're just having some nice cruise, random as heck talk right now. So yeah, you want to go to university before, and because you call it university, I assume you don't live in the US, because if you're in the US, you would call it college. So somebody else was asking you if you were in the US. So you're looking to do a different thing. I don't know, man. I mean, you could pretty much never go wrong with like business. But I would say don't. This is my personal opinion. I would say don't waste your time and money on a different career that you're not passionate about. Extreme Plays, I'm doing good, man. Like if you're looking to get a bachelor's degree just to get a bachelor's degree, but you're not passionate about whatever you're getting a bachelor's degree in, I would say don't do it. I understand that, yeah, you'll get more money, you'll get better jobs, whatever, other places. But like if your passion is like, if you have not gone to college yet or university yet at all, like you're in, you know, we're all like all over the world. Here where I'm at, we call it like high school, elementary, middle school, whatever. But some of you guys call it grade school, whatever you want to call it. But if you're like at that point and you haven't even started like your college anything yet, like I really don't recommend you go doing something else. Me, what I did was I went to school and actually I think I got associates for fine arts, for graphic design, and that's what I do now as a job. I don't regret getting that degree because it is something I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about art. Everything I do, I try to be creative. It's really hard for me not to be creative. I was just laughing at myself the other day. I was playing a video game and I think I just like games that allow you to have creative freedom. Like I love making liveries, I love making airport scenery, I love playing SimCity because you can design a city. Like I like playing a lot of these different games that allow you to have customization of things because I like being creative with it. And it's always been my passion to be creative. I've always been an artist since I was a kid, drawing, creating my own comic books based off of Dragon Ball Z characters that I never released anywhere. Don't ask me about it. And so that was my passion, and that's why I went to school for that. But like, if you don't have another passion like that, like I wouldn't go to university or to college just to get a bachelor's degree. If you have a passion for aviation, save your money, go straight to school for aviation, and just do that. Don't freaking waste your time on other stuff. You will thank me later. You create art with your cigar on Monica? What the heck does that mean, Bill? Oh my God, Bill Clinton. Alright, I'm gonna change our altitude here to remember the elevation of Denver is about 5,700. Go to the next page. Let's do 10,000. We'll just leave it 10,000 for now. We're definitely dropping some frames here. And so that way VNav is actually going to pick up the top of the descent when we get there, and that means it's so helpful. It can just start descending. I can forget about it and it'll descend, but it'll start descending on its own. That is the beauty of VNav. Uh-oh. Is the end of the world near? Yes, it is always near. What do I basically do as a graphic designer? Graphic designer can create logos. Graphic designer can create anything that needs to be designed on paper or on the screen. I actually do a lot more now. I do web design. I'll do like video stuff too. You're flying to America in a few months, so I recommend LA or Dallas. Well, Dallas will be cheaper. Are you flying to live or just to visit? I assume you're flying to visit. I don't know why anybody would fly into the United States to see Dallas. Like, there's nothing. I mean, it's a nice city. It's a really nice city, but it's not LA. So I would definitely say LA. Okay, cool. You're in high school in Europe. Cool. Nate Dog 1550. What's up, man? Yeah, another thing you could do actually, if you're thinking about going to college and then getting aviation, you can go in for like maybe some like, you know, I don't know what the aviation engineering, or I don't know what the heck you call it, of like a school that basically teaches you how to build and fix planes, because I think that's really helpful. Like if you already know how a plane works from the inside out, I mean, how much better would you be flying a plane? How much more valuable would you be to an airline? Pop quiz on airplanes. Question 1: what is the name of the engine that was used on the Airbus A380? I have no idea. Who's gonna answer that? Stay in school, kids. Stay in school. Aeronautical science, is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. I have pretty strong views on the whole school system, especially in the US. My thing is, a lot of people feel like, oh, you have to go to college. I'm not telling anybody not to go to college or not to go to university, but like if you don't have, I'm just saying that like you don't have to go to university or to college to be successful. That is the short answer. You don't have to do that to be successful. There's a friend of mine who did not go to college. At least he didn't at the time. I don't know if he does now. We don't really talk anymore, but a friend of mine who didn't go to university, and I was in the university spending all my money, my life savings on college, and he went and worked for some car dealership, was making freaking buku money, as they would say in Louisiana, making tons of money. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a little salty. I was a little jealous, but I let it go because he was making better money than me, and he didn't go to college. Like, oh, great. But I think eventually he did, because there's some stuff he actually did want to do. But I'm just saying, you know, make sure whatever it is you decide to do, especially if you're at that point where it's time for you to go to college, university, that you know what the heck you want to do. Like, find out what your passion is now. Sometimes your passion can be something you freaking hate. Seriously. Sometimes I think this whole thing turns into a freaking motivational thing. I didn't mean to do that. You guys brought it out. But sometimes it can be something you could hate. That one thing you hate the most may be your passion. It may be the one thing you have been put on this world to solve. So, I don't know, just think about that. I'm not here to preach to you. I'm here to push you. I'm here to inspire you. Some airlines require a bachelor's degree. Oh, we need drag. Hold on. I'll put in. But yeah, I mean, you could probably get a bachelor's in aeronautical science or something. Yeah, do something that's related to your passion. That's all I'm saying. If you have to go to college because you think you need to get a bachelor's for something, that's like in the US, bachelor's degree could take you like 2 years, 3 years, 2 to 3 years to get a bachelor's degree. Some places it'll take 4, and also depends on how fast you go through the program. But I'm just saying, if you have to get a bachelor's degree, if you have to go to college for some reason, you absolutely have to. Just make sure it's something that you are passionate about, or that relates to something that you're passionate about. That's what I'm saying. Shamim Gassi, good to see you, man. We are, hold on, somebody subscribe. Who we got? Mr. Dang it, I freaking missed your name. Thank you for the subscription, though. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. We are on our descent. We just reached our top of the descent. We're now noses down, spoilers are up. We need a little bit of drag. So we're on our descent now into Denver, Colorado. I am using the new Denver International HD scenery. We'll be able to see that. I believe I have the snow textures out and all that stuff, so it'll be nice and snowy on the ground of Denver. Freaking sexy airport, man. They did a great job. One thing, if there's any scenery designers out there, if you just happen to be watching right now or ever watch, hit me up in the comments. I'm trying to figure out snow. I could probably figure out. I think I could figure out how to make snow textures for my own scenery. But my question is, how do you get rain effect, like puddles and stuff like that, on the ground of your ramp and runway textures. How the heck do you do that? Because I saw it done with Telluride UHD. If you guys are on X-Plane, there's an airport called KTEX Telluride, which is also in Colorado, and they did it. There's a few other airports that have done it, and I've digged through their files and looked at. I found the file that actually does it, but I don't know what it means. So I don't really know how to. I don't know if I have to program it, if I have to texture it with Photoshop, or what I need to do. But I would love if anybody happens to know how to make airport scene for X-Plane and know how to make the runways look actually wet with reflections and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. Hit me up. Let me know, because I want to do it myself. TDMX, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal fam. Benjamin, do I fly on a Friday night flight? Do I fly on infinite flight rather than just Friday night flight? Yes, I do. Lately, I've only done streams of my Friday night flights, but I've been trying to do more just infinite flights in general off stream. Right now, with everything I got going on, I've been streaming Tuesdays F1 2018, Wednesday X-Plane or something Aviation, Thursday NASCAR, and then Friday infinite flight. But that could always change. So that's what the schedule's looking like this week. But I don't know, we'll see. It's just not enough days in a week, man. This is because I want to do more infinite flight, but I also want to do more other stuff too. And so something has to move, something has to be substituted. I don't think we need the spoilers anymore. Let's switch this to 20-degree bank angle. We're at 24,000 now. Am I gonna go to Zurich on Saturday for VATSIM? Is there an event happening that I don't know about? Hunt Aviation? I wouldn't mind flying out there. I most likely won't be able to stream it. We'll see. Speaking of streaming, if you are coming from Infinite Flight Aviation Experts, the virtual organization or airline, I'm not sure what they call them, they're having a Flight for a Cause event on Saturday. I'm not sure what that will be for your local time. Just check out the Infinite Flights forums, check it out. But I'll be promoting that and sponsoring that event. I like it. I've been talking to my moderators about how I really want to get more involved in like cause type things, like stuff that's for a cause. Like I want to help use this platform, use this audience that I have on YouTube to, you know, continue to make a difference, obviously just in the words that I speak, but I also want to make a difference when it comes to supporting causes, and I want to help encourage you guys to also support causes. And so I would always like to do like some kind of fundraiser or something like that, but it's pretty cool because they're having a fundraiser. So basically what they're doing is they're donating 25 cents for every pilot that shows up, and now they have more donators, so people who are multiplying it. So last time I looked, it was like $2.50 per pilot. I'm expecting to see like 100 to 200 pilots there. That's what I think we're gonna see at that event on Saturday on Infinite Flight. So I'm gonna try to show up, whether I'm able to stream it or not, I'm not sure. Thank you, Starlight, for posting that link there. But I'm gonna try to show up. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream. I'm gonna try to stream it if I can, but I don't know if I will be able to stream it. So, but I am planning to at least participate and have a body there and doing that flight. I can't remember where the flight is. Again, that link, he just posted that there in the chat. So thank you for that. But it's dope. I would love to see that. I would love to see more people creating more events, supporting different causes. It's really cool. I really like that idea, and I would like to do some stuff for myself in the future. Just gotta find a cause that I like and support. You know what I mean? So, all right, but we're pretty close to the airport. If we look down here at the MCP, whatever it's called. This is our airport. We are, what is that? 50 miles out from the airport. We're actually be making a left turn back to Tichenor, and then that's pretty long. So really shouldn't have to do it. We could just fly direct. Yeah, I think we should do that. Let's fly direct Dorky to Tichenor. That's gonna cut our time down a bunch. Let's go ahead and set that up. Direct from Dorky. I'm gonna click on Tichenor. I'm gonna click on Archie. Execute. Now we should see that line move. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. Thank you, Shameen. Appreciate that, man. I know Infinite Flight also now announced that they were having some kind of Q&A that might have already ended. That was like happening during our stream, so I didn't get to check it out. I'll be watching the replay of it later to see what questions were asked and what answers were given. It's true, actually. United was actually the founder of Boeing. A lot of you guys don't actually know that. You haters of United. Voting for United, none of y'all be here. Man, this is beautiful. Let's see if we can get a screenshot. Alright, let's let our people know that we are well into our descent. I feel like they do this in real life too. They don't tell you they're descending until they've descended like a whole bunch. Put the spoilers away.
Good afternoon, folks. From the cockpit, starting a slow descent at this time. We would like to ask you to return to your seats, fasten up your seatbelts for the duration of the flight. Been a pleasure having you on board with us. Thanks for flying with Delta today. I can fly attendants. Go ahead and prepare the cabin for our arrival, please.
Man, I freaking love, like, I can't get over how dope it is that if you get in a Delta plane, it actually uses the specific Delta announcements, like all the way through, not just the not just the safety briefing. Like everything is Delta. When I flew United, everything was United. I love that so much. That's why I love this plane so freaking much. The small details they put into this thing. Noel5233, welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Thank you for the sub. Nightbot, an actual person? Yeah, he is. Am I hyped for the new update for Infinite Flight? I'm semi-hyped, I would say. It's some I'm hyped up. Uh-oh. Why are we so fast?
Bank angle. Bank angle.
VNav, why are you tripping out? I have my bank angle set to 20. That was weird. That was a plane. Yeah, 737. I'm hyped about the new replay mode they're adding. Looking forward to that. Alright, there's a few things that we kind of overlooked here. So let's go to the charts, airports, and let's go here. Yeah, so we're right here. We're landing here. We go over here. We'll see that we are up here. Hopefully we're not too high. Let's get this arrival correct the first time. All right, localizers 1119er. Let's go ahead and plug that in. 1119er. Should have done this a long time ago, actually. Being a bad example. All right, that's put in. What else do we need? 173 is the CRS. That's up here. Alright, I'm killing VNav because VNav is killing me right now. I'm gonna switch to my own speed. This guy's going way too fast, and we are way too high. Alright, maybe that should work. The 777X rolls out next week in real life, right? That's what you're talking about. Alright, what did I say? 173? 173. This is our approach CRS. We'll put that on both sides. I always just set it on both sides just to be, you know, just in case. Right, how far are we actually from the airport now? We are, wow, 10 miles. Oh no, less. We're way less. Way less. Are we still going 300 knots? Alright, we need to, I'm gonna do this. We're too fast and too high, so we're gonna make a quick circle here. I'm not sure what VNav was thinking just now, but you can't always trust VNav. So we're gonna loop all the way back around, make a quick loop. We get our speed down as well, down to like 200. We're only like less than 10 miles from the airport. So cloudy you can barely see the ground. You guys probably can't see it on the stream, but I can just barely see a few streets down there. Alright, let's see where we are. Yeah, look at where we are. Look how close to the airport we were, and VNav had us at 300 knots, 10,000 feet. That's ridiculous. So I'm gonna fly back, and we're gonna re-intercept back here somewhere, and we'll see if we can hold 8,000. Actually, let's see if we can get down to 7. I think we're good. I don't think there's any terrain. Matter of fact, I know there's no terrain. Let's go down to 7,000 feet. And there's 200. Level change. Level change mode will actually keep me at 200 knots, and it will descend. Pretty cloudy. It's not raining, but it's pretty cloudy. Turn the land lights on. Overlights. Lights. If we can get a good landing here. Alright, altimeter, let's go ahead and tune into the Addons, which we should have did. I'm doing things so late. I'm so behind the plane right now. It's not good. That's a bad habit to be in. Addons 1256.
Denver INTL information Julian. 1800 Zulu weather. Wind 340 at 5. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 10,000 few, 14,000 scattered, 22,000 broken, temperature 0, dew point -6. Altimeter 2989. Arriving runways 16 right, 16 left, 07. Departing runways 16 right, 17 right, 17 left, 08. Advise on initial.
Man, this thing does not want to descend. I'm gonna go back to vertical speed. What's up, Lauren Jackson? Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family.
1800 Zulu weather. Wind 340 at 5. Visibility.
Yes, Sauce King. I'm flying on 737-900. Airport is at hour 6 o'clock.
Arriving runways 16 right, 16 left, 07. Departing runways 16 right, 17 right.
Let's see where we are.
Left,
How far out are we?
08. Advise on initial contact you have Juliet.
Let's go ahead and let's see, how high are we right now? 15,000. We're still pretty high.
Denver INTL information Juliet. 1800 Zulu weather. Wind 340 at 5. Visibility more than 10.
Auckland, New Zealand. Nice, nice, nice. I would love to go there. I have a friend of mine who just got married at the end of last year, and they went on their honeymoon to New Zealand. I can't remember what city they landed in, but apparently United flies straight to New Zealand. I think from somewhere, I can't remember where, but they showed me pictures, and man, that place is, New Zealand is another world, man. But welcome, glad you are able to watch from a whole new world. Alright, we're gonna make our right turn. We're gonna fly back to the airport. Apologize, I came in really high. I had VNAV going, and VNAV brought us in about 10,000 feet higher than we should have been on our approach, and about 200 knots faster.
14,000 scattered, 22,000 broken, temperature 0, dew point -6, altimeter 2989, arriving runways 16 right.
And yes, Seneca, I am married.
07, departing runways 16 right, 17 right, 17 left, 08. Advise on initial contact you have Juliet.
Alright, we have Juliet. Let's go ahead and switch out of that, so let's keep listening to that over and over. I really want to try out the Pilot Edge, the new Addons feature that they got. I haven't been on there since they updated it. Oh wow, you got married this year too. Cool. Sherry, we are flying to Denver, Colorado. Shouty. Okay, turn a bit more. But yeah, they had a great time. The way they did it right. They went to New Zealand on their honeymoon, and instead of just picking one place to stay, they actually hopped around or drove around New Zealand and stayed the night at different places around the island, so they could experience different parts of the island for longer. So you didn't have to like rush back and drive a couple hours back to the hotel and then go out. So they got a bunch of different hotels and stayed at different places each night, which is pretty cool. It's perfect for them, perfect type of vacation for them. And in my honeymoon, we were in Puerto Rico, which I really enjoyed. Alright, we need to go left a bit, and we can go ahead and try to arm the localizer. We should be close enough to start capturing the localizer. We are, oops, coming up on 10 miles out. I'm gonna hit approach mode, which is over here. We're about to be on final right now. Should mean stick around just for a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and kill the music. And we are all set. Alright, we got our altitude right. We are under the clouds. That's very, very nice. Waiting for our speed to come down so we can add flaps. Landing lights are on. Landing altitude is set. Let's get ready to land. Alright, we've established on the localizer. We'll be capturing the glide slope in a few miles. Yeah, man, Pilot Edge is the way to go. It really is. I love Pilot Edge. I haven't been streaming it a lot because I fly a lot of IFR flights and I'm not comfortable yet with my IFR calls. I want to finish my I ratings so that I can be more confident in my in that in that part. Let's go gear down. correction, to the land, Delta 116. Alright, approach is armed. I have visual. Oh, that is 16 right. Let's turn these sounds up so we can enjoy the approach of the 737-900 Ultimate. Flaps are armed. I think, are my flaps out right now? They are. Spin them away. There it is. Alright guys, put in your guesses now. What do you think the feet per minute is going to be for our landing? Let's see who can get the closest. Don't have a prize for you, just for fun this time, but get your practice up. I will be flying it by hand right now. I'm just getting established. Still putting some more flaps in. Maybe slow down.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Alright, flaps are full. And I am going to go ahead and disconnect autopilot. My controls. Auto throttle disconnected as well. Plane is fully mine. Here we go.
400. 300. 200.
I love the snowy runway. So dope.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Is that a float? We're not down yet. Are we still floating? I was like, are we down? Is it in yet? Alright, we're down. Reversers are green. Alright, what was your guess? Let me get off the road. I'm actually gonna roll it to the end, because I will exit to the last taxiway.
$80 knots.
Actually, we'll take this one right here. Alright, there's 60 knots. Wait for the replay. Alright guys, welcome to Denver, Colorado.
Regarding ground transportation, baggage claim, or any other information, a uniformed Delta agent meeting this flight will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. On behalf of Delta Sky Team, our global partners, and especially your flight crew, we'd like to thank you all for flying with us. We've enjoyed having you on board, and look forward to the opportunity to serve you once again.
Oh wow, we're so off. I don't have rudder. Oh, we're still in reverse. I do not have rudder pedals. I just have a little thingy on my throttle over here that I use my left pinky and my left index finger is connected to my throttle to you can see me down here. And really the reason I was going so much is because I'm technically putting too much input, but it's really sensitive because it's not like actual rudder pedals. Can I stay on the line? I was looking at the view, man. I was out here. It's like impossible to be like in this view and stay on the line at the same time. That's my problem, is like a lot of times when I'm taxiing, I just want to look out the window. Like I don't really care what's ahead of me. And so I tend to not follow the line like I should. But welcome to Denver International. I think this is, I can't remember who made this scenery, but it's freaking dope. I love the snow variant. You can get this scenery in snow and like summer. In the snow version, you get this snow textures on the taxiways and ramps, as well as out in the fields. Let's see, where's Delta Park? I see United, I see Southwest, I see more United, I see Alaska. I don't know where Delta Park's. And please don't tell me it's over here. I'm gonna park wherever. No, X-Plane does not have snow. It doesn't have seasons by default. That's one thing that P3D actually does have on it. Is that P3D has seasons, from what I understand, and X-Plane does not. We hope that someday they'll add it. I'm pretty sure, just from watching some of the Q&A sessions that X-Plane has done with the developers, a lot of people are asking for seasons in X-Plane. I think it's definitely needed. You know what? I don't know where we're gonna park. We're just gonna park over here to the right. Main terminal. Where is the main terminal? Is it over by the big cool looking stuff? I will park over there. Yeah, so if you ever see snow or like fall or any like season type stuff on X-Plane, it's mainly because the developer of that specific scenery put it there. That is what you'll see. I'm actually going to turn off Sky Max because I think it's what's causing our slow frames. Yeah, yep, that's what it was. Yeah, look at the difference. Wow. We don't need it anymore. We're not in the sky. Yeah, we will watch the replay once we get on the gate and get everybody off. I'm flying with Simbuddy, so I actually have to kind of wait for everybody to get off the plane. APU started. Tomorrow we'll actually be doing a racing stream, so there won't be any flying from me tomorrow. Sorry. I see JetBlue. I don't see any Delta planes. RIP the line. 99 to life. I have a video dedicated to Simbuddy, so go check it out on my page. But I'm not gonna do a tour of Simbuddy today. We're gonna park over here on the right because I don't see any Delta parking. I think we'll pick that one right next to American. That works. We'll pick that spot right there on the main terminal. I know, I feel like I'm the only Delta plane. I haven't seen a single Delta, but this one is kind of mixed. I see Iceland Air, I see British Air, I see WestJet, JetBlue. Actually, there's a Delta, a super old Delta plane way over there. Alright, where am I going? The Marshall would be at Alpha 49. Uh-oh, watch out. You better go, you better go. Okay, he turned around. Let's see if we can get this lined up right. I ain't saying go to the left, 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 straight. Turn the lights off so we don't blind them. Oh, Delta planes don't count. That is true. Oh no, I can't see him. Almost. There it is. Parking brake is on, guys. Woo. That was a fun flight. I like that. Alright, APU on. We need to turn off. Turn off green light. Turn off the engine. We're nice people at Delta. We don't blind our staff. That is true. It's very true. Alright, shut the engines off here. Choke it. I always have a problem with turning it off. Like, it never wants to go down. 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 There you go. Down. There we are. Down. Alright, block time is 1 hour 27. Flight time is 1 hour and 9. This plane sounds amazing at shutdown. I think it sounds better shutting down than it did starting up. Wow. Hope you have your headphones on for that. This is Freeware 737 that I'm using. Link is in the description if you're watching on YouTube. Can you run over the person in front of you? Yes, you can. You can run them over. Nothing happens. You just go through them. 100 years later. So dope. I just want to look at the engine. I just want to look at the engine. Alright, let's see. I think we're forgetting something here. Alright, so we're standby, guys. We're getting the passengers coming off. No problem, 99 in life. Unless you want to stick around for the replay of the landing. Don't worry, I've run over the guy. I've driven right into the darn terminal many times. Many a times have I just completely overshot it and taxied right into the darn terminal. Killed everybody in the airport. I can't keep the passengers. If I do the replay before I let them off, they'll like die. You know, if you use Simbuddy, you understand. If you want to see more Denver Airport, I did a really cool special video. I did a Christmas flight in the 767 from Denver to Chicago. I did that back in December for Christmas. It's a really cool video. I did a lot of editing on it, so definitely check it out. I was kind of featuring Denver Airport as well as 767. We were flying Prime Air Gold. It's a really cool livery. All right, cool. They're done. Let's go ahead and close that. And let me get Simbuddy turned off, because if I don't turn off Simbuddy app, it will think that I keep landing and taking off over and over as I do my replay. So give me a second. Thank you guys for your patience. I hope you've enjoyed the flight so far, because I have. I have enjoyed this plane. All right, let's do it. I'm ready. Let's go ahead and disconnect from Squawk Box or VATSIM. And let's watch that replay. Actually, I'm going to have to go a bit farther back in time. We are. This is way back. Let's see. What view do you guys want to see first? Let's do the Let's do this one. Not bad. Alright, so we did that. I'm gonna do the flyby one. I really like this view. Look at that reflection on the ground. That's legit. That. So it felt like I floated for a really long time. Let's see how it really looked. Say this view right here never lies. By the way, I did get a 190 feet per minute. Was what our final vertical speed was. Thank you, Random Rolls, and also there's another guy who subscribed while we were watching that replay last time. Sorry. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Aeroid family. Yeah, there's a float. And there's a touchdown. Look how the runway goes like this. We landed right before that hump. Alright, one more time. That's a freaking screenshot right there. Hold on. Yeah, I like that. Got it. Alright, let's do... You guys usually like the wing views. Do you want the front of the engine wing view or behind the engine wing view? Definitely want the left side. That's where the airport is. Alright, that's far enough. We'll do this one. Gotcha, Cherno. I got one person asked for front. Okay, one person front. A bunch of you guys asked for back. So one asked for back, one's front. Kind of like the front though. We'll switch to the we'll watch this like 10 times. Not 10, maybe 10. Hopefully not that many, but I'll switch it up. Yes, sir. I use X camera, but you could create these same views with the default X-plane camera view system. I use X camera because it has some more functionality for me. Look at that wing flex. Ooh. I also have head shake. So whenever you see when the plane touches down, you hit the head shake. Also, whenever I'm going from side to side, there's a little bit of a shake that causes that too. It gives a little bit more of immersion. From the inside, you guys are like, ooh. I'm doing a little shorter. From right there. From the inside, it's just the head shake makes it look like. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, even in real life, if you land in an airliner and you have one of the softest landings, you still get a little of a jerking motion, even with the softest of landings. Especially when he hits that reverser, you go. I'm over here like recording it with my camera, trying to like stay. I know you guys know what I mean. What's up, Swole217? I'm glad you're able to make it. Mr. First Timer. Legit, man, this plane is freaking dope. Alright. Rewind. And we'll do another view. Soft out, hard in. As it sounds dirty. Let's see. What else do I have? What other views do I have? Let's do this one. I'll do this one. And there's a float. I mean, technically, is it considered a float if you're still descending? Like, is it considered a float? I'm just setting it down softly. What's up? Who was that? Chad. I am glad I did not disappoint you. Hopefully you can hear me. I know it's super loud out here. Alright, I'm just addicted to watching these in different views. I don't know if I'm sure you guys do this. This is how it's going to be. Infinite Flight, people. Whenever we get Infinite Flight replays, it's gonna be the same way. We'll be watching these replays from different views over and over. Let's see. It was a little bit of a crosswind too. I think I might have another inside view too. Let's do this one because why not?
2,500.
I love like the dash cam look. You know what I mean? It's like a semi float. You know what I'm saying? See you, Benjamin. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Very dirty.
100.
I love this snow on the runway. It's just so dope, man.
50. 40,
Like, I'm probably gonna keep this texture
30,
even for summer.
10.
But thank you, Craig Chadwick, for watching. I'm glad it didn't disappoint you. What's up, Infinite Flight Streams? Good to see you. Been a while. All right, one last time, for real, and we will get out of here. How about that? How about that? All right, it depends on what view you watch, and in some views look harder than others, you know what I mean? All right, we'll just do the inside, like 3D rotating whatever view, so we can just kind of see everything at the same time. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. We'll watch this replay on my way out. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. You guys are freaking amazing, always. Return for the next Friday will be our Friday night flight. We may do X-Plane next week. We shall see. Tomorrow will be NASCAR. Either way, come back, hang out with us no matter what I'm playing. Remember, you got 3 choices though. Give up, give in, or give it all. You got peace, love, and God bless. I'll see you guys next time. Next video. Peace.